Hi everyone and welcome to today's podcast. I'm Maverick and today we're dividing into a topic that is close to our hearts. Good citizenship values and how they connect to national development and global goals, especially SDG 16, peace, justice, and strong institutions. In this episode, I will be reflecting my own experiences with these values, and then we will move into a special interview with my friend Rona, who is involved in mental health advocacy. So let's get started. To kick things off, let me share a bit about myself and how these good citizenship values have influenced my life. One person who really stands out in NSTP history is Mark Lawson Chua, who was instrumental in bringing attention to the importance of civic duty and integrity. His courage and commitment to doing what is right laid to the foundation for NSTP as we know it today. One value that really resonates with me is responsibility. I've always believed that being responsible, whether in academics, in my personal life, or even in small actions, plays a huge role in making a positive impact in society. For me, it's about showing up not just for myself, but for others and contributing to the collective well-being of the community. A personal story I can share where I've demonstrated this value was when I joined the Ministry of the Altar Service. I realized that being responsible isn't just about following rules. It's about being there for people when they need you most. Through my involvement, I've been able to grow and reflect on how small acts of service contribute to a bigger goal, just like how good citizenship values help build a strong and just society. Now, let's move into the interview part of this podcast, where we will learn from someone who is also dedicated to making a difference. I am thrilled to introduce my guest for today's episode. She's someone I deeply respect for her passion for mental health advocacy. Rona has attended several webinars on mental health, which is such a vital topic in today's society. So let's hear from her. Hi Rona, welcome to the podcast. Can you start by telling us a bit about yourself and why you've been attending mental health webinars?
Thanks for having me. I've always been passionate about advocating for mental health. I think it's something that affects everyone, whether directly or indirectly. So, over for the past years, I've attended several webinars about mental health, and I've learned so much about how important it is to break the stigma surrounding mental health. For me, being an advocate of mental health is about making sure that people feel heard, seen, and supported.
That's great. It's great to hear how passionate you are about this. Speaking of good citizenship values, which of these values resonates with you the most in your advocacy for mental health?
For me, it's compassion. I believe that in mental health, showing genuine empathy and compassion can make all the difference. When you show compassion, you're letting the people know that they're not alone in their struggles. During the webinars that I've attended, this value has always been integrated within us, whether it's supporting a friend, or advocating for mental health, or just simply listening without judgment. Um, briefly, compassion is really what drives a meaningful change.
That's so powerful. Compassion really is a core value in building strong, supportive communities. So, how do you think your advocacy and the lessons from these webinars contribute to promoting peace, justice, and strong institutions, which is the focus of SDG 16?
Mental health is directly linked to peace and justice. When people have access to mental health support or services, they're more likely to live in harmony and peace with both themselves and with other people in the community. It also promotes fairness, ensuring that everyone, regardless of their background or their social status, has access to the care that they need. In my small way, by attending this webinars and sharing what I've learned, I'm contributing to creating a more inclusive society where mental health is a priority for all.
That's such an important perspective. I'm curious though, what challenges have you faced in your advocacy work? And what keeps you motivated to continue?
One of the biggest challenges is fighting the stigma that still surrounds the mental health. A lot of people feel ashamed to talk about it and reach out for help. But what keeps me motivated is knowing that even I can help just one person by sharing what I've learned from the webinars I've attended. For me, it's worth it. Like seeing small changes in the attitude towards mental health, that's what really keeps me going.
Absolutely. Your work is so inspiring, Ron. For young people listening who want to get involved in advocacy or nation building, what advice would you give them?
To keep it short, I guess I just say don't be afraid to start small. Sometimes it's overwhelming to think about how we can influence or how we can make a big impact in the society at a young age. But every little action counts. So attend webinars, educate yourself, educate your family, your friends, volunteer, or just simply be a good listener to other people. And most importantly, don't give up. Even when things get tough, your voice and your actions matter.
Thank you so much, Rona, for sharing your insights and experiences with us. It's been amazing to hear how your passion for mental health advocacy aligns with good citizenship values and SDG 16. Before we close, I want to take a moment to reflect on what I've learned today. One key takeaway for me is the power of compassion, whether it's in mental health, advocacy, or in our everyday interactions. Showing empathy and care can truly make a difference. To everyone listening, I challenge you to think about how you can incorporate these values into your own lives. How can you contribute to building a peace, justice, and strong institutions on your own communities? Thanks again for tuning in, and special thanks to Rana for joining us today. I hope this conversation has inspired you as much as has inspired me. Until next time, this is Maverick, signing off.